Hey everybody, I'm so glad you made it here today. So many people suffer from lack of energy, and a lot of studies have been done on obese individuals and lean individuals and their overall energy levels. So it's pretty obvious that the leaner groups tend to have more energy. And technically, that shouldn't actually be the case, considering that body fat is what the body stores for energy. Now, what we know through science and studying the gut microbiome, we found that our energy levels are directly related to the bacteria in our gut. And not just one particular bacteria, but a diverse group of bacteria. The microbiome has a significant impact on how we process energy. Whenever you have a lot of sugar and processed fried foods, this causes dysbiosis and disruption in the gut. Also, psychological stress and depression facilitates dysbiosis and also leaky gut through stress hormones, inflammation, and autonomic alterations. In turn, the gut bacteria releases metabolites, toxins, and neurohormones that can alter eating behavior and mood. The gut bacteria may also upregulate stress responsiveness and heighten the risk of depression. Exercise also plays a significant role in microbiome balance. Exercise changes it quickly, and a sedentary lifestyle disrupts it very quickly as well. Your gut microbiome controls and interconnects with all your organs. It regulates immunity, your overall health, and even your mental state. And the best part is, we are now learning to understand it and how to work with it most effectively. There's a two-way communication pathway back and forth between the gut and our brain. The vagus nerve is how we exchange information from our gut to our brain, and then from our brain to our gut. This is actually one of the longest nerves in the body. If our gut is being nourished appropriately, we can send the right messages back up to the brain, and the gut-brain axis is what scientists call the link between the gut and the brain, and the way that they interact together. A healthy diet for our gut microbiome can change behavior and even heal diseases in children and adults. The gut and brain have a steady ability to communicate to the nervous system, hormones, and the immune system. Some of the microbiome can release neurotransmitters, just like our own neurons do, speaking to the brain in its own language through the vagus nerve. It's amazing what we've learned. To have a full understanding of how the whole gut-brain connection works, you need to have a robust knowledge of endocrinology, immunology, pathology, and neurology, which is a bit beyond the scope of just one podcast. So, to break it down to simplistic terms, here's a few basic links. The body responds to stress, both mental or physical, via the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. For example, if you're eating lunch and a lion jumps into the middle of the picnic table, your fight or flight system is fired into full gear. Your heart pounds, your pupils dilate, your hair stands on end. Natural steroids and adrenaline flood your system to strengthen your muscles and give you an extra burst of speed. Even your platelets change shape so that they're more sticky, leaving you less likely to bleed out if you're attacked. Naturally, our bodies have negative feedback that can tone down the fight or flight response once the danger is past. But under conditions of chronic stress, mental or physical, the feedback tends to get disrupted, leading to symptoms of chronic stress, which are like fatigue, mental issues like anxiety or clinical depression, but also problems like chronic gut problems, headaches, even high blood pressure. TRST therapy was developed specifically for the management of the left and right brain responses in stressful situations. And also, we use it as a proactive way to balance your brain. You can look me up on YouTube for specific videos on that if you'd like to know more about it. So, while the hormone system that regulates fight or flight, rest and recovery, and everything in between is really easy to, conceptualize. The second underlying system, the immune system, is far more complex and works at a cellular level. Our bodies aren't particularly sophisticated whenever it comes to facing off against stress. See, our stress response doesn't readily distinguish between mental and physical stresses. Your heart pounds and you tremble with anxiety whenever you're in an uncomfortable situation, though it might have helped with the lion, not so much with the mental stress situation. And not only do we respond to a tough day with a hormonal response, but also immunological one. When your body is under stress, it releases what are called inflammatory cytokines, little chemical messengers that bring a certain part of the immune system to high alert. In a sense, our body reacts to all stresses as if we were an infection, and chronic stress as if it were a chronic infection. Now the immune system works wonders, and inflammation saves your life nearly every day from all pathogens that are out there like flu and strep. But chronic levels of inflammatory response also lead to all sorts of chronic diseases. For example, depressive disorders, high blood pressure, atherosclerosis, autoimmune diseases such as ulcerative colitis, and even multiple sclerosis. Immune system activation can also determine whether or not we develop cancer. So, where does the gut get involved? It turns out the gut microbiome plays a key role in regulating our immune responses. The makeup of our gut microbiome can make the difference as to whether we are sick or well, both mentally and physically. Changes in diet have an immediate effect with people who eat highly refined diets, having a different gut consumption than those who actually eat more whole foods, fruits, and vegetables. Did you know that adding color to your meals will help you live longer, healthier life? Colorful fruits and vegetables are a big part of your gut health because they contain phytonutrients. Compounds that give them their distinct tastes and aromas also strengthen a plant's immune system as well as ours. So we can test the gut microbiome and can specifically customize based on your test results to most effectively and efficiently build your gut health and microbiome with what it needs to thrive and heal. So many patients come to me because the gut is complicated and at times can be overwhelming. And I'm here to help you to find real answers, not just mask problems, but truly get to the root causes. So give your gut some love with these tips. And if you'd like to know more specific or have more specific help, just send me an email at drwendydick@gmail.com. It's my pleasure to help and guide you to better health. So have a healthy and beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.